The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready? Flag, what you got? Number 53, Mike 53. Oh, yeah, pump. Let him go.
Well, this may be a free play for Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
53, check 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Jameis on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Jameis to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Even. Follow. Off.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
at the 26-yard line. 53. Wait. Pretty quiet, D-Roll. 53's the mic. 53.
From the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Check the back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Michel on the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. on 2nd and 12. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 32 on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Winston now. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Brooks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bravo. 53 for Mike.
Here's Winston. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The throw right sideline here is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Hey, hold on.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 44, Jackson to Michel on the screen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Brown looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.